Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Ernie Salomon Live. On behalf of our great crew, as always, now, without any further ado, I'd like to welcome Laura to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. First of all, I'd like you to explain exactly what a pet psychic does.
Okay. A pet psychic can also be called an animal communicator. And what we do is we talk to animals. And so for me, I can have a dialogue with them just like I'm having a dialogue with you.
Their English is probably better than mine.
I actually do get it in words. I hear them in my voice, in my head. But they can have a vocabulary, but not to the extent that I hear them. So what happens is my mind transfers images in their heads, thoughts, feelings, and sensations in their body into words, into my mind. So sometimes I'll see a picture. So for instance, if an animal is talking about something that they like their person to do, I'll see their person taking them for a walk at a certain place. Like sometimes I'll see Wilcox, or I'll see Henry's Beach, so that type of thing.
Well, tell me, why, as you know, our cat is no longer with us, and we had him for over 18 years. But as a pet owner, why would a pet owner require your services?
People call me for all different reasons. Some people call me because there's something wrong with their animal and they can't figure it out. So vets will call me in, or vets will tell their clients, try Laura and see if she can figure out anything else if they can't diagnose an animal. If they've been trying everything and none of the medication is working. The animals can tell me, how they're feeling in their body. So if their heart feels like it's racing, or where on their body it hurts, like if their hip hurts or their knee hurts, if the animal is limping. Some people call me for behavioral problems. Cats peeing outside the litter box is a big one. And people call me just for fun, to hear what their animal has to say. Or if they're going away on a trip, or if they're moving, they want their animal to know that they'll be gone and how long they'll be gone for. So it really varies. People call me for all different reasons.
Now, how does a consultation work? I have a pet, and I've got my pet's not feeling well. Now what happens?
So if you're in the area, I'm in Santa Barbara on Tuesdays. It depends on where you live. I can come to your home, or people can come to me in Ojai and just call me up, or they can go online and fill out a form, and we can do a phone consultation. And because telepathy works over space, it doesn't matter if your animal is present with me or not.
Well, I'm a doubting Thomas
I
about
are.
a lot of things. So but how do I know as an owner that this works?
I let my work speak for itself. So a lot of people
is there like a
are
guarantee
skeptics at first. No, there's no guarantee that the behavior will change, because a lot of times the people have to follow
my behavior,
through.
They've been trying to change my behavior my entire life, and they haven't been very successful.
Right. So there can be follow through. So if the animal is peeing, if the cat is peeing outside the litter box, and the cat says, "It stinks too much in the litter box, I want you to take off the top of the litter," and the people don't take off the top of the litter, the behavior is not going to change. So, but people do see that when they do a consultation with me, their animal says things that there's no way I could have known. And people say that to me all the time. There's no way you could have known that. And a lot of skeptics turn believers after they hear me or watch me. And some people even say, I don't even need to hear what the animal says. Just watching you talk to my animal makes me believe, because they've never seen their animal look at me, look at a person a certain way. So.
Yeah, I know we tried to get an animal this evening.
I tried hard to get an animal.
How long is a consultation, and how long is the whole therapy series as far as an animal goes?
Well, an in-home consultation is an hour, or if you come to me, an hour. And I also offer a half-hour phone consultation. So
You talk to the animal by phone?
yes, by phone.
What do you, how does that work?
Well,
I mean, they
yeah,
put,
telepathy works over space, so
Yeah.
all I need is a picture. And a lot of animal communicators just need a good description of the animal, but I like to see the animal and see
how
exactly
about
who
the
I'm
deceased
talking
animal?
to.
Deceased
I
animals.
can talk to a
You
deceased.
talk to, well, we're going to have you talk to Bruno before this is
Oh,
over.
okay. Do you have a picture of him?
I do have a picture at home.
Okay, yeah.
But I'll get you a picture.
Okay.
Now, how many animals do you have at any one time in a session? Do you have multiple animals?
Yeah, I do have multiple animals. It depends on how long people book with me. I can do like a check-in with about 3 animals in an hour. They have a lot to say, especially if you haven't spoken to your animal in a while or have never spoken to your animal. They have a lot to say to their people. You know, I mean, they say all sorts of things like they want the new food or they tell their people, you know, you're happiest when you're writing, or I mean, they come up with all sorts of things that you'd be surprised.
Do you do multiple animal sessions? Like,
Yeah.
so if somebody has more than one pet,
Yes.
you
So I
can-
do about 3 in an hour. I can do.
3. Mm-hmm. And what are some of the things that these little critters tell you?
Oh, this one little cat said to me today, they were talking about her food, or actually it was a little dog, a little Maltese dog, and she said, I don't know about my food. I heard that it's dead animal because they're getting fed the raw meat, and she says, I don't know if I should be eating dead animal, and what if the animal was not living in a nice way? Can I get sick? And so that was really interesting because a lot of people think that way. You know, a lot of people think like however the animal is
I mean,
raised.
the food supply for us is pretty damn tainted at this
Right,
stage of
right.
age.
And so that's what the dog was saying too, because she was getting a stomach ache after she ate. So
There's only 2 companies in the entire United States that do about 90% plus of all the ground meat hamburgers that are done. Did you know that?
wow,
Yes.
no, I didn't know
And
that.
what happens is they feed in animals into these plants from all over. There's only about 6 slaughterhouses. They call them meat processing plants.
Right.
And they feed them in, and that's why they have such a difficult time finding where diseased meat came from, because if you go to McDonald's or if you go to any of these other restaurants, they buy from these guys.
Wow.
If you go to Wendy's, whatever. I mean, they're all the chains are the same, and some of the grocery stores carry this stuff. You might have a hamburger patty with 1,000 critters in it.
Wow.
So I don't blame the animals.
That's
for
what I know.